Tales. I'm Aernath. Today we are here with a complete Horrific Visions guide to tell you about all the things you need for a normal run in both Orgrimmar and Stormwind. So let's start. First I'm going to show you in game about the Mother's Research talents, the Titanic Archive talents. What you need is these talents to be opened, of course, but the most important ones are this singular sanitation expertise, because it gives 15% damage, and if you're in a group it gets reduced, so this is better for solo. I don't recommend this one. This gives you extra sanity, but it's just 150 sanity even if it's 3 and full, so I dropped it as a last talent. You can see here I haven't even opened all talents, so I'm also catching up with you guys and sharing it with these guys. So I'm showing you the necessary talents here. This one's the real important one, Elite Extermination. It gives you 200 sanity with every elite boss killed, so it's very important. These ones are also very important, but I went for this one, Prio, because it also gives extra damage if your health is above 50%, and if you're below 50% then the damage you get gets reduced, so it's very useful. And after that I recommend this one. If you can open this Gift of the Titans, of course that's like an extra trinket thingy, procs all the time, and it's very useful. And most important one is it gives you run speed, 60% run speed, and reduces sanity loss for 20 seconds. So if it procs and you see it on yourself, then just go for it, kill everything. After that, Vision Hunter gives you haste for 60 seconds, and it stacks up, so when you're clearing the packs, the groups, it's very useful. After that, go for the sanity one, and then these ones. This talent is literally cheat death, like it's cheat death of rogues. It gives you 500 sanity when you die, and resurrects you automatically for once per run. It's very useful, but I have never needed it, so I didn't get that. So I tried to stay alive, and playing Demon Hunter helped me a lot with that. So without further ado, let's start the Orgrimmar run. I have done the full run. Ooh. Let's lower the volume, sorry for that. Fast forward. Yeah, these groups, by the way, you can check my previous guides for earlier ranks. This guide is mostly for beyond rank 8 and until rank 15, so you can do this and go do safe runs until you get to rank 15 in both cities. So you can see that I gathered everyone, including the guards here. Since I have the talents, I can clear them all very easily, but still these shamans are very annoying, so always target them. Also watch out for the stuns and stuff, as usual. In this hut there's a guy giving damage buff in Orgrimmar, so I checked that. He's not there, so I'm going to check other huts for damage, not damage, but they all give different buffs. Gammon here gives stamina buff, and if I could find the guy there, he would give damage buff. Some give versatility, some give crits. It's all different in Stormwind 2. There are different guys giving different buffs. You can check them all with the add-on. I will share it with the description. Handy Notes has a plugin for these all of the 8.3 content, so you can check it from map. Actually, I can show you there. Just a second. Not from here, but from inside Horrific Visions, I guess. I can show you the map. Of course, gotta buy a vessel.
Do you trust me?
And this is how you get in, by the way.
Every action.
Alright. Let's get in and show you the thing. Loading.
Stormwind City.
If you have the
Holy light.
add-on I'm talking about, you can see these
A staging
things on the map.
for the Zoth's armies.
And for
Obeying
example,
whispers
in Stormwind,
Alleria
here is a
will
buff guy,
forces all to
gives
submit to the
7%
old
versatility buff.
guard or be
There is a
purged.
bear spirit there on this building, in this building, gives haste buff. And there's a empowered buff here for damage. This is a bit interesting. I will share some video guides about these, how to get these, and if there are any tricks. This was a bit tricky because you have to walk between mines, and if you step on a mine, it teleports you to the entrance of the building, and it's a bit annoying. So you have to know what you're doing there. And there's a this one, enriched, gives crit buff, and this is literally a pile of gold fighting against you. Very easy, but this is the idea. If you get the add-on, you will see all these extra stuff. You will see which potion is good or bad anytime if you want to go with these. Also, if you gather these odd crystals, you can bring them all to Zarhal. He's in both Stormwind and Orgrimmar. I will show you in Orgrimmar 1 now. Let's continue the Orgrimmar run I did before. By the way, I killed Gammon here, and there are no important tactics about him. He just stuns you with a classic Tauren move, and then like a warrior, he whirlwinds. Just watch out for those. But if you have good gear above like 440, and if you have unlocked necessary talents, then it won't be a problem. I'm checking the candles there for Zarhal, I guess. Yes. Let's fast forward this part. Yes, first on this run I went for the easy part. Clearing these mobs as usual. Then the big guy. After I guess getting the talents, these guys' attacks don't matter much. Of course, we had Scorched Feet, very annoying madness proc there. When you see the flame, it kicks you in front and sometimes disturbs what you're doing, so watch out for that. See, I wasn't careful and dropped off. Cancelling totems here. Now Orgrimmar's, I'm checking another buff guy here, but he's not there. So clearing this group for corrupted mementos, and then totem guys, interrupting. You can be a little more faster than how I'm going here, because if you are geared enough and you have unlocked the talents, it's a lot easier. So let's, and you can see the details of these parts on my previous guides, so there's not much tactic needed at this point. If you are going for a full run, just clear the groups and go for bosses. You can kill bosses easier than lots of mobs actually. See, I wasn't careful about the totem, and that shaman dropped that. Clearing another totem, the last one. See, I asphalt the group here, but doesn't matter. Clearing them. See, these guys are almost strong as some bosses. Okay, forgot to check the totem. Now unlocking the boss and going for boss. Clearing some quests. You know the tactic here, I hope. Just watch out for the waves and go to the orb. If you don't go to the orb, you will be silenced and you can't attack even if you are a melee. So while escaping from waves, I mess up here, but doesn't matter, boss is dead. But I get stunned anyways. Also, I'm checking every mailbox I see. You can also see which mailboxes are usable by mousing them over, or checking the add-on minimap. Getting another candle for extra mementos. Now going for the lost side. If you're an Orgrimmar, always take this path, and if you do this side, then go to the lost side of the path, or if you're going to the other side, go to the Rexar part. Don't return, you will lose a lot of time. Now killing these groups one by one. These aren't that dangerous, just take time. But these guys are dangerous. The dominators, I guess. They channel a spell and it stuns you, and it can be very dangerous if there are other mobs on you. So always interrupt the dominators and prioritize them while killing. See this one. By the way, always go for not AoE talents, but singular fast cooldown talents. Those help me more. I can show you from game. Let's see, from my neck. I prefer this one instead of Essence. Most people use this one for more AoE, but its cooldown is too much for me, and I chose this one because it gets resetted if you use it cleverly, if you use it for a execute move, every class can use this, by the way, if you unlock that. So I strongly suggest this one. Go for this. Okay, let's continue the video. Okay, this guy, let's rewind a bit. This group. There are chests around, but yes, this guy isn't that dangerous. Just watch out for these ground thingies. See, I mess up there, but be careful and don't do that. If you don't have too much sanity, it can be dangerous. Luckily I had, so I was a bit careless there. Getting the chests and then moving up. These are annoying groups, by the way, because these appendages don't die right away and can be annoying. They kick you up, so don't stand in these ground stuff where they will come out. Always prioritize these guys, but I always kill them last, of course. Now this is the second mini boss here. He has a leap thingy, like the dwarf in Stormwind. You can see his leap there, and he's dead, I guess. Yeah. Checking for these candles. These all become extra memento, by the way. Just look from the minimap, and if you see, gather them, and don't forget to give them later. Now this is the last boss of this zone, so I'm filling up my sanity before that using the orb. Now let's check his tactics. He has this frontal attack, you can see, and unlike I do escape from that. Also this ring, if you are outside of this one, you will get stunned, so watch out for that and be close to the boss. And he summons a lot of ads, so be ready for them. They're all down, and here's this totem to get back to entrance, so I'm using that and going to the entrance. Then nice jump. Okay, now the second part, but I try to clean every mob around, so just checking the other side if I forgot some. See, there's one. Our guild vendor mount there became a mob in horrific vision. Killed him and going up. Focusing on the shaman as usual. Aernath chests. Here's one. Always stay out of ground stuff. That's like the first rule of World of Warcraft. Don't stand in fire, and every other dangerous ground stuff. Now killing these lost mobs. Another shaman here. See, when you get the buff, you turn into a light infused thingy. So you can see, and by the way, the candle guy is there, but I will show you later. There's a chest here. I'm going for potions. Checking another candle here. It's there. Odd crystal. They're actually odd crystals, but they look like candles, so I'm always referring to them as candles. Sorry for that. Okay, now the drag. Killing this group with the appendage thingy, tentacle. And again the annoying scorched feet makes me jump back. Now this guy, you know his deal, just stay out of the shadow thing. This does not drain your sanity but just pushes you back, so place yourself according to that, and he's dead. Now don't forget to talk with Karuna and open the doors and stuff. Let's check. Yeah, there's a buff guy here too. See, when I kill him, I get a buff here. I guess it was haste or something. Forget now. Opening the doors. Again the annoying tentacle. By the way, focus on mind carvers in these groups. They can stun you and can become dangerous. Now the mini boss. Opening the doors. Checking for candles. Getting pushed around with the scorched feet. Another one. You can actually use that to, you know, jump around, but it's not very reliable, of course. Guy down, opening chests. Last two doors, I guess. Okay, now the boss time. There will be a roleplay here, so I'm checking around for other stuff, chests and things. And now he's attackable. You know his deal, just damage the bubble and run away from Void Torrent if you can, but probably you won't. If you're a melee, just eat it and rely on your dots. Now there's a totem here, but we won't be using that to get back to entrance. Now we're going to the lost parts, but before that, checking the mailbox. And there's a mail elemental. These drop extra mementos, by the way, but if you can proc one of the rares come, the mail muncher. I will show you it in the Stormwind run, I guess. I have that. Yes, I have that. Now kill this guy fast. This is Rexar's pet, by the way, infected and corrupted. If you let these guys cast, don't stand in front. Also don't stand when the little guys explode. As usual, clearing as much as I can for extra mementos. And a chest here. Interrupt these guys. Now there's a big guy at the corner here after you kill this group, so be careful. You can pull these all, but you can be stunned, and this can turn out very bad, so be careful here. I don't recommend doing this. You see I'm stunned here, but being a demon hunter helps a lot here. Now this is the second mini boss before Rexar. Will help us with our sanity. You see the poison thingy? He has the same mechanics with the other big guys we killed before, so just watch out for ground stuff. Just here, and I guess I'm checking a candle here. Yeah, there. And I just see it later. Oh, by the way, the Haunting Shadows madness is here, so when you see a ghost of yourself, just run away. By the way, these guys come out of the corpses. When you get close to the grunt corpses, they come out and attack you. Keep that in mind. Opening another mailbox here, and then another small guy comes. Now going to Rexar, last group before him. Killing them as usual. Now, Rexar is a bit difficult, so I recommend you to go in with full sanity, because he adds these small piggies, hogs. They stun you and they drain your sanity real fast if you don't be careful. So always go with full sanity. Also watch out for these traps. You get stunned if you walk over them. So pulling in here is very useful, but as you see, it may get out of hand real fast, so just be careful about the piggies and kill them fast. After that, returning again with this totem. Human form flies better, as you see. And now Thrall time. The trick is, like the other bosses, when you kill side bosses, then Thrall gets buff. Ah, by the way, candle guy here. Seems like I have found 5 crystals. And then I forget to loot the bugs. Don't do that. Wait in front of the guy, he will pop a box there, and you won't get the candle mementos automatically. Just you have to loot the bugs. Now Thrall time. I'm putting a orb here, my last orb, since I won't be needing it anymore. If you stand in the orb, then you won't lose sanity, it will fill up, so it's very useful for this fight. As you see, he's using the first boss's ability there. You have to run to orb. Now the second boss's mini boss ability, you have to damage the bubble to and hit Thrall. Of course, don't stand in front of him like I do. Watch out for this blowing thing and get out. Don't do what I do there, but he was almost dead, so I went tunnel vision. Yes. And this is full clear. Okay, we're done with Orgrimmar. Now, there isn't much stuff, any other thing than I told you before. If you check my previous guides, if you having a hard time with small bosses, corrupted zone bosses, then check my previous guides and don't go full run if you are not ready for those. And if you have extra talents from that, just go for the full run, then you can do it if you have unlocked the talents. Let me go out here, and now I will tell you about the Stormwind one. Yes, for full runs I recommend this talent to be unlocked, or at least these three. With these three, then you can do a full run very easily. This one is also essential. I have talked about those. Now let's go to the Stormwind one. Okay, a bit fast forward. Now in the Stormwind one, things are a bit different because of the place and I guess maps. Anyways, focus on the casters here as usual, as I have told on the previous guides. Again, focusing on the caster here. I can fear. See, I one-shotted him with talent. Opening chest. Seeing which potion. If it's red, by the way, let's explain it. I checked it and it was red, so red was bad, then you can use blue ones to get extra sanity. And if it's like that, if you see purple there, then you can use black. If you see black there, you can use green. That's how it goes. Very easy. You can always check from the add-on. Killing the guard guys. Watch out for the frontal attack. See, I got stumped because I was reckless. Also, they got bubbled. Killing these guys one by one is much safer and easier, by the way. Don't do what I do there. Going for the chest guy. And if this side open, yes, as I have shown you there. There's a buff guy. Killing him. He doesn't have extra attacks, just mind flays you and you can interrupt easily. And you get a buff. Which is it? Versatility, 7%. Now, see, opening mailbox. But I couldn't because I pulled these mobs, so clearing them first. If you see this repel, by the way, always stand on their back so you can hit them. Now opening mailbox, and this guy comes. This is the reason to open the mailboxes. When you kill this and loot, see, you get a mount. That's why you have to check every mailbox. If you don't have this mount, then you don't really have to. Now clearing this side too, pulling everything I see. This zone is the easiest, so I'm being extra reckless and pulling everything, running away from my own corruption stuff. And I got feared. See, because these guys fear, and you have to focus them all the time. Learn from my mistakes. Don't lose needless time for this stuff. Now getting more chests and checking the beer guy, I guess. No? Yeah, it's close. You can see there. Let's rewind. Yeah, this building here has the beer. You can see from the minimap. Gives you crit buff. Fast forward. Okay, going. Sorry. Now going for the Dwarven district. In Stormwind, always go for the Dwarven district first because it's easier and there's a damage buff there, if it's there, of course, and it gets things very easy if you can get them. Get them because it's not a boss. I hope it's open on this round. Nah, sorry. It's on this building, by the way. Let me try to find that, just a second. Okay, I found the beer guy here from one of my previous videos. Yeah. See, if you find this beer, there's this mobs after mob. It's the spirit of the rug, and it's angry about that because it's late there, but when you kill him you get this buff. See, beer spirit increases your haste 10%. Okay, now let's go to the other one where we left before, just a second. Okay, I found this one too, the mine place in the Dwarven district. See how I do it here. Watch out for the mines, and here's the trick. You have to go over the rails and get to this mine. When you stand on it, it explodes and give you a damage buff. See, this one, damage done increased 10%. That's the one you need, and it's very easy to get, as you see. Now let's continue the other run. Just a second again. Okay, back to this. Now we are placing explosives on the Dwarven district. It's the trick there. You can see them on your minimap too. Clear these guys. Not many dangerous attacks. Just watch out for the forge thingy. Don't stand in front of it. Boss also has the same ability, a stronger one. Now, first mini boss here. As I told in the Orgrimmar, this one has a heroic leap thingy. Just watch out for that. This void stuff he says. It's entropic loop. And now pulling other guys involuntarily. Interrupt this improve morale stuff if you can. That's not very important though. At this stage you probably will have enough talents and gear to clear these guys, so just go for damage. Planting explosives, again gathering candles, odd crystals. Now going for big guy. By the way, madness here is dark delusions. Your ghost comes to you, and if it reaches you, you get stunned, so watch out for that. These guys, and putting explosives down. this one because I pulled this group. I'm avoiding my ghost and pulling these guys instead all together. You can pull a lot of mobs here. Dwarven district is more fun that way. You can easily avoid lots of attacks. So hunting explosive, and now I guess one last explosive here. It's also done. And another group here. Let's kill them first. Because every mob killed is extra memento, so they should all die. Checking for candles, found another here. And now ready to face the boss. Did I see a chest there? Oh. Just go for the boss, man. Fast forwarding. Did I check the mail there? Yeah. No use. So now going for boss. I wasted a lot of time there. Sorry. Okay, now going for boss. After you plant the explosives, you detonate them, and the boss comes. You don't need to fill up your sanity if you are not below 200 or something. Just watch out for the bomb attack. Now you'll see this one. Don't stand in fire, don't stand in bombs, and he will do this frontal attack. Don't stand in it, and it's an easy kill. Now we don't go to entrance from portal, but instead we're checking candles, I guess. Yeah, I was obsessed with candles on this run for some reason. Okay, anyways, I'm not using the portal there and going to this zone. This is Matthias Schau's zone, the last zone, means it's harder. And for a full run, you have to go to this side after Dwarven district, because it's closer and you lose less time this way. Also, killing these corruption tumors give you 1 corrupt memento each, so don't skip them. You can actually walk over them and you don't get into combat, but if you kill them you get 1 extra memento for these stuff. Now found a rare here. Silver beasting. I guess it just gives extra memento. I don't know if it drops anything. There is no map information about that, so I just kill him. Maybe it can be tamed by hunters, because this is normally just a void elf hunter thingy. Now getting back to what I'm doing. Anyway, let's check how much memento it gives. Kill. Sorry, I rewinded a lot, I guess. 5. Just 5 mementos. Not worth it. But, you know, every memento counts, so I guess with these talents it's an easy kill, so why not? Okay, now entering the Shao zone, and there are stealth guys here, so watch out for these. You see, and this split personality madness is very annoying. So when you see the screen going shadowy, I guess, or smoky, just watch out for that. And this is the first mini boss, by the way. I don't really focus on their attacks, just don't stand in the AoE thingy and don't stand in front of that, just like previous boss. Okay, now going. Come on. See, by the way, I will show you the split personality thing. Checking potions for some reason. See, if you stand in an edge of a thing or close to a wall, you can avoid that. And there's always an opening in split personality zone. There will be much more. See, this screen going purple, you see? This is a warning, so stand still, otherwise you will get dazed. I guess you don't lose that much sanity, but it can be really annoying if you're in a boss fight or something. Again, there are stealth guys here, and in this building there's an extra guy to kill. First you have to wait for these. Valeria is with us. No way to pass, so I'm waiting. See, there's a chest. And the guy, bartender guy, is the extra mini boss here. Another split personality stuff. Dot, yeah. Rare, and let's check how much. 45. I guess, yeah. Chests give a lot more. There must be a candle here, but not in this run. Just waiting for these to come. There's an opening, so running from them. Clearing mobs. Another stealth guy here. And see, this happens if you step in your split personality images. I'm checking the potion thing again. For some reason I was very experiment mode here. See the opening there, and I'm running away. This guy here at the back, big guy, is the second mini boss in this zone. You have to kill him to get the key for Shell's zone. And bye bye. Clearing this side too, because you won't return to this place after you kill Shaw, so clear everything. And of course, don't charge into your split personality images. Last group here. And now ready to go to the boss. See, I stood close to boxes there and there was an extra opening. Okay, now starting. I have less than 300 sanity, so I put my orb here and pull him into the orb. So I'm filling up my sanity and killing this guy. He really doesn't have a very dangerous attack, so when you kill him fast you won't see anything. Waiting for these guys. No opening, so I'm waiting. And get this debuff. He puts a dot on you, I guess this is from, yeah, that boss. Probably it will get dangerous after some point, but you know, if you unlock the talents and if you can heal yourself, then or dispel it, it isn't very dangerous. I'm killing these guys and lots of sanity thingy. Okay, now clear. Normally with the group you have to click on these orbs at the same time, but you know, Valeria helps us. And see demon hunter thingy, I can see Shao there, but then walk into my images and ruin that. Now the fights. Now you can't kill these eyes, by the way, and you have to turn your back to them, otherwise they will drain your sanity 7 per second, I guess, and there will be more, I guess 3 in the fight, and Shao is, you know, vanishing and stuff. Turn your back to orbs all the time and do as much damage as you can to Shao. See, he vanished. You can see where he will come up from the ground stuff. Of course, keep turning your back as much as you can and it's done. See, I didn't lose that much sanity there. Just don't panic and try to focus on Shah. Then use the portal to get in front. Now going to the trade district side, I guess. Checking these kiddies for some reason. Again, killing the tumors for extra mementos. 1 each. See, this rat turns into a human and tiddles. Probably not a cat. There must be some story about it. I should check it sometime. Now there's a rare guy here. Normally, Craggle Wobbleton. Yes, normally you should use a train set toy to distract this guy and then kill its mobs, you know, helping robots. But if you can do a crowd control like this one, or you know, hunter's trap or something, then it becomes easier this way and you don't have to rely on toys. Problem is, I didn't know that before, but you have to focus on the healing one. Which one was that? Let me check. Yeah, one of them is a healing bot, and the important thing is you have to separate these and kill them one by one, otherwise the boss heals them and these heal boss, so it becomes very annoying. And these take a lot more time compared to, you know, even the biggest bosses. Interestingly, I guess they don't scale properly or something, or I'm killing the wrong one, maybe that's the thing. Yeah. And I'm killing them one by one. Small fast forward here. See, I forgot to do the crowd control on boss, so he came up and healed one of the robots. Again, let's fast forward here. Takes too much needless time. And all he drops is a, you know, removing the thingy. crowd control just to be safe. Killing the last one. Just forwarding here, sorry for that. You don't really need to do this at all, but after all it's a rare and it counts as an elite mob, so it gives you 200 extra sanity if you're low on that. It's useful, so keep that in mind. See, gives you 200 sanity and a needless drop. But you know, go for it. It's fun, challenge. Now going to the trade district side. Again, focus on tentacle here. Tormentor is also dangerous if you lose casting. I'm checking for candles around. Here mailbox is unusable, and this is another buff boss, as I told you before. Smaller version of the Dazaralor guy. Doesn't have extra things to worry about when fighting, and gives you not that one, this buff, yeah, enriched, gives you 10% critical chance. Now let's clear the other sides. I guess you don't have to clear these right away, but after you kill the boss you have to free villagers or something, civilians. So it's easier if you clear up front. You can't use mailbox here. Now going to this side. First mini boss is there, by the way. Watch out for the ground stuff as usual. And kill these guys. Tormentor again. Very dangerous. Don't stand in slave drivers circle thing. Now this guy. This guy doesn't have very important attacks, just interrupt his casting and focus on damage, and he's dead. I skipped a chest there, I guess. Checking for candles and stuff. At last I saw the chest. Yes. Now going to the boss, I guess. Yeah, just boss left. One last group before boss. With 2 annoying tentacles. Yeah, that and this guy. Yeah. This guy's attack is the chain thing and this ground stuff. When you see this warning, and if you have DBM, just run away and don't stand in ground stuff. You'll get stunned. When you're free, just go do damage. He doesn't have too much HP. Chains are coming, so I'm running away. And he's dead. After he's dead, you're unlocking these captive civilians, bank guys and stuff. There are 8 civilians there, and when you unlock everyone, then this side is finished. So we can go to the lost side, the most annoying part of, I guess, Stormwind. You see, everyone thinks shove is hard, but I'm more annoyed by the magic. It's done, like, no, two more. Ah, yeah, checking the roleplay here because I wondered about what was the deal with this little girl there. Not much story, I guess, but when you free the barber, he takes her away. I guess his adopted daughter or something. Not sure. Didn't see, and I always forget about it. Now the magic section. Killing these guys on the way. Not an extra stuff. Yes, Ul'rok is the last boss of the magic part. And our friend's split personality comes back again in this last zone. It changes, these madnesses change at every round, by the way. And I don't recommend going from left side. See, I get lost sometimes and forget to kill some portal guys. Ah, yeah, by the way, you have to close portals to get to Ul'rok. See, obsessed with chests and pulling extra mobs because of that. Don't do what I do there. Just clear the mobs and then open the chest. Now this is the first mini boss guy. Watch out for the ground stuff, he's constantly dropping. And don't stand in front of this chaos breath thingy. Very easy to kill, no need to worry about it. Watch out for your split personality images. This mailbox opens. Let's see how many mementos it gives. You don't have to loot things. No, it doesn't give any memento. Ah. So we can say this, I guess, if you get the mail muncher mount, then you don't have to open mailboxes again. Waiting for and I still ran into them. Don't do that, guys. Another portal here. Of course, focus on casters. Don't let them. And see, I'm in my corruption thingy and madness. But still, I survive. And keep going to other portal. This place is, by the way, very annoying. With this particular madness, it becomes extra annoying. Opening another chest here. And there's our second mini boss before Ul'rok. Waiting. Now, this guy's attacks. Most important one is Rain of Fire. This one. Just watch out for that. And it shows where it's dropping. Don't do what I do, guys. Play carefully. You lose 6 sanity with every Rain of Fire meteor you got hit, by the way. And another vision thing. Clean these guys. Alright. Now, yeah, I always forget this part, but at least now I remembered on this run. Clean the mobs. See, I will get feared. Luckily, from the only opening I ran out, and this portal is gone to checking for candles. A candle here. Running into them anyways, just needlessly. Killing these small guys. I just need one more portal and it's not that way. It was, see, I get distracted here because of the, yeah, you see they're here, but I get distracted and go other way. Let's fast forward this part. I kill some extra mobs at least. Wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. Not that way. Not that way either. I'm quite lost there. And at last I find them. Let's go from here. Yeah, as you see. And while doing that I lost a lot of time and sanity. And I'm below 200 here. But won't kill these guys anyways, so I will just run to Umbric now. See, don't forget that part. Don't do what I do there. I'm showing you these so you don't do the same mistakes. Filling up my sanity because it went below, I guess, 200 or something, and 100. Okay, now going for Umbric. He's on the last floor, uppermost, but there, at the tower. And again, waiting for these. Going up, going up. Yes. See, you have to interrupt these missiles, but actually wait for the sheep thingy. This one. This one is the more annoying one, and interrupt this one. Don't waste your interrupt for the damage thing. You'll lose some sanity, but you'll manage. And he died to Bind Dot. Yeah, he's that easy. Normally you have to run between these frost thingies, but you know, he doesn't have too much HP, and if you get to him, he just stops casting and goes back to his damage rotation. Now using this portal to get in front of Cathedral and hit another image there. Alright, now we're going to Alleria, but before that I will go and give my candles for some extra memento, and this time I guess I will stay to loot the bugs. See, yeah, they won't come automatically. Don't do what I do there at the Orgrimmar run. I just assumed that, and just that was my first run with candles, I guess. So I assumed I don't have to loot the guys to get mementos, so it will just come automatically, and I just ran off. But no, wait for that. Now Alleria. See, Alleria will also get same skills from every side boss you kill. See, Eye of Chaos from Shao. You have to turn your back to that, and as usual she makes her attacks. Darken Sky. You can see the ground stuff and move away from that. Also, she uses the polymorph from Umbric. That's her own big attack. Always get behind pillars for this. You can turn your back to I2. By the way, fill up your sanity to full, because Alleria fight is the most sanity draining fight, I guess, for me at least. Now the chains from the chain guy. She uses every ability. And now turn your back. Hide behind pillar. Playing it safe here. No need to tunnel vision. Just run off. If you hide behind pillar when she's not casting, you can, line of sight pull her to you. See? She comes. And another one, but I got tunnel vision here. But hide like a coward, as I should, because you should too. Just play it safe. And she's there. Let me check. See, I had almost full sanity before the fight, but it ends with almost 750 sanity. So you see, played safe. Alleria is the most dangerous end boss. For me at least, most sanity draining one. And now it's complete. Let me go big face mode here to say goodbye. And yeah, that's it. That's the full complete guide, full runs for both Orgrimmar and Stormwind. I hope it helps you. I tried to tell it slowly and showing all the details. I forgot to record Orgrimmar's buff guys, so some of them don't have a recording, so that's why I skipped that. But I tried to show Stormwind buff guys too, and I will link special video guides from other people for those. So don't worry, just check the description and check the guides I give there and get the add-ons, and you will have an easier time in Horrific Visions. And if you get stuck with anything, just don't hesitate to ask and put a comment under the video, so I will get back to you. That's all guys, take care and good luck in Horrific Visions.